All right, this is what our screen looks like when we come into our dashboard for the first time. And there's some differences obviously here that you'll notice that are stark, but kind of some of the same principles that we've followed in the past too. They try really hard to show the different navigational points that we could kind of reference here just a little bit. A couple things that I would focus on for you is in your accounts. There's obviously some of the things that you'll want to set up here and some of the things that we update when it comes to our profile and your picture, biography, some of our information that we have here for the students themselves. One of the things I liked that I would show you is this notification option. And the notification option has been really helpful for me because of how specific it is. It's a little overwhelming when you come in here, as you could probably tell, because of all the different options that it gives to us as instructors. And so that it might seem a little bit laden because of that, but you'll notice that if you'll take the time to get to know each one of these, and they have little blips that come up inside of each area that you highlight, they will actually show you some of those specific things that reference to what this actually means. So with that, you can easily really stay in contact with your students in the ways that you prefer. Let's see if I scroll back up. Oh yeah, so right here it'll actually show you what they're actually doing as part of these references. So the check marks mean to notify me right away. The time clock means to send daily summary and so forth. And then you can kind of specify what type of way you would like each of these contacts to come into you. If not at all, which would be an X, or you can actually specify some of these I've selected. I actually want on a weekly summary, and some of them I would actually want sent to my personal cell phone device through different ways, which is what each of these represent. So I'd get to know these, and if you have questions specifically how these relate, take a moment to kind of read over them. That might be helpful for you and give you some ways to contact and also meet the students' needs and the course administration needs too. Back here at the dashboard, you're going to notice that some of the things that we have here are just thumbnails now rather than going into your course as if you've got two sections or one section, it looks the same. That's really a different change. And then you have a to-do list over here. You'll see this actually when you go into your course too, it stays the same, although it gets moved into a different area. I'll just click on that to bring me actually into the course itself. And you can change this layout if you don't like it this way. There's some ways to change that too. But I'll leave some of those specific things to you to do for just touches of your course, but this is what you'll see usually. And you can have references here to things that you'd like to do. If you'd like to create a new announcement, the student view button now is just right here rather than digging for that. So you can switch immediately to a student view, which is really nice. And the course analytics, you're going to want to play around with that. Those are awesome, but I won't have time in this video to do this for you in just 5 minutes. But the to-do pane has your assignments for you and how many you have left to grade in that assignment. So there's 2 people that have turned this in late for me, and 1 person that's turned this one in late after I graded it. And then right now we're working on our doctrinal discussion board and also some of our major assignments for week 12. So that's why we see a lot of assignments there in reference to that. You can go into, let's check this out for you. Emails for this course right here in your inbox. I won't click there for sensitive information being sent to me by students, but this inbox is not your email that we traditionally have associated with BYU Idaho. And that's going to sound confusing to you, but I didn't figure this out until a few weeks in. This email is only generated within the course, so if the student sends you an email within the course itself, it'll generate to this box. And it does not come to your main email, which let me show you kind of what I mean by that. Let's see if I can go back out here. So traditionally, when I go into BYU Idaho, I log in and I select the iLearn page, and I also select my emails here. and that's the email provided for 365. But once you're into iLearn, this is generated within the course itself, and it's kind of like a message in the course, so it kind of tricks you into thinking that this is email, but it's not, if that makes sense. Let me jump over to the gradebook really fast and show you just something simple out of the gradebook that would be a blessing to you, which I didn't pick up from the course too much. That was the training for Canvas, but I figured this out later in the semester too. If you click on this wheel inside of your gradebook, gradebooks look like this, and you can scan through the weeks in your gradebook like this. If you click on this wheel over here, it'll actually bring up a late policy for you. And I use this late policy in my course, and it's been awesome. What I do is I automatically apply this for any missing assignments, and I also give a grade deduction for days that they miss. You can change this to hours. You can change it percentage wise. If I change it now, it'll change it in my course, so I can't change it for you. But these have been very, very wonderful for me. I'll tell you why. As an instructor, the students, if they don't turn an assignment in, they immediately get a grade posted that they didn't turn it in, and it's a 0 in my course, in this course that I've designed right now. And I love that, because then I have students that reach out and say, oh, I still need to turn this in. And that's helpful for them to see that they can still earn points. I don't have a hard fast, you're going to keep that 0 forever, but it does immediately give them a 0, which helps them realize that they didn't turn it in, and that assignment is now given a 0, which helps me for the work in the past too, for going back and giving everyone a 0, which in the past we had to do that. We had to give everybody 0s for people that didn't turn it in. And so they kind of waited until we graded it to see that they got the 0, if that makes sense. Well, this does it for us as a way to help us with the grading. Sorry to jump around on you here, but I'm trying to make this video as short as I possibly can for you. One of the last things that I would try to show and highlight for you, something that's changed significantly with the change to Canvas, is the online instruction community. And they've created this as a resource for us as instructors to use to collaborate on. And if you haven't seen this post that I posted in our group that's defining the OCR role, which I'm the OCR, to kind of help you not only understand how I can best help you, and also some of the new things that they've changed about my role inside of the course. There's a couple of things that will change specifically with fixes and improvements. And there's a special online area now, which is sent from this hyperlink, that'll help you with those online improvements and course fixes. And so I highly suggest that you go there if you haven't been there already. Well, I'm about 3 minutes over. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to make this 5 minutes, but I hope this is just a blessing to get started, and maybe create some discussion for our group too. And thanks for the invitation, Ron. Appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I look forward to visiting with you.